So this week, looking at Prep Kitchen. Oh my god. Ooh, veggie. Pretty good. Okay, Prep Kitchen. And it's a bit like slop inside. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm pleased they've got this as a breakfast choice. But yeah, the sauce is really good, and the chicken is proper chicken, not just processed. Highly recommend. Bam. So it smells amazing. Oh yeah, this one's like a 9 out of 10. I think it's the best so far. Really, really yummy. £45.50 for the 10 meals. The biggest negative I had with it was the packaging. Yeah, so overall it was a pretty good one, and I highly recommend to try, especially at the beginning with the discount. You got 35% off. So this week, looking at Prep Kitchen. And so if you're joining my channel for the first time, and these are the first of these videos that you're watching, here's the sort of design problem that you get. So each of us, each week, we've got to feed ourselves. And it is actually a bit of a challenge because, you know, how much money do you want to spend? How much time are you willing to commit? Are you trying to make it healthy as well, or to get a certain protein content or whatever? It's a bit difficult. So you can do it yourself, but there are actually some companies which will look to address this design problem. So you get some which will just send you all the ingredients and send you the recipes and things, and you have to cook it yourself. Or there are some which just will give you the pre-made meals, and all you have to do is just pick them beforehand, and then when you get them, you just stick these pre-made meals into the microwave, and then you're good to go. So this week, yeah, Prep Kitchen. And so this is actually one of the ones where it is meals which are pre-made, and you just stick it in the microwave. And it's actually has quite a good marketing campaign. They've got quite a few athletes who are sponsoring them, because that is their thing. Without it being too studenty and ridiculous with cutting down on flavour and everything, they have sort of focused on a more healthier lifestyle for people. And so they let you choose if you want to be, you know, bulking up for the gym, putting on muscle, or if it's you want to be keeping lean and losing weight, like anything you want, they've looked to actually categorize this for you. Okay, ordering from Prep Kitchen. So here we have Eddie Hall. So he was World's Strongest Man 2017, and he's quite famous in the UK. He's a bit of a household name. I don't know if he still does the weightlifting competitions as much anymore. I tend to see him nowadays just in MMA fights and boxing fights and things. Yeah, so I've had a quick look around already. So the idea, I think, is so this is one of the meal prep companies where, you know, like it's going to give you the whole dish and I just stick it in the microwave. So yeah, it should be quite easy for next week then. So you can either have like muscle gain or weight loss. So they've got different meals specifically for what you're looking for. So having a quick look down, this just shows some of the stuff, I guess. Let's go view plans. 35% more calories. Alright, let's go for that. Let's go for weight loss. Balanced lower carb. Oh, extra protein, 3 portions of veg. Okay, it's got balanced carbs, yeah, okay. Let's go lower carb, and then how many meals per week? Geez, okay, so, oh, that's picked it quite quickly. Okay, I can go back. I want to see how the price changes with the number of meals I have. This would be quite a lot, 20 meals. I don't know why it goes so high. You can have 100 meals for the week. What? Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, so 100 meals, £700. It was a huge discount though. £245 discount. Pretty good. Okay, but this is what I was actually looking for though. So you don't get any bulk buying discounts. It's, you know, like it doesn't matter if you order 5 meals or 100, it's still going to be £4.55 per serving. And this actually makes it quite easy for me when I'm doing the maths later on. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the plan. Okay. Lose weight, lower carb. Not sure if I'll get through that many. Let's just do 10. Cool. Oh man, this looks really good. The pictures are impressive. Chicken chow mein with satay sauce. Love me some satay sauce. Veggie buffalo mac and cheese. Ooh, veggie. Okay, that is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17. Week B. I don't understand. Have I... I gotta get back. Have I picked it wrong? Oh, how many meat? No. I don't understand how this works. I'm just gonna click one of them. So, okay, we'll create an order using your choices below. Don't worry, you can edit this later. So do I just take stuff out I don't want? Okay, I've got to take 5 out then. Ugh, this one looks grim. So grim is English slang for gross. Jerk chicken, the plantain. Oh, it looks like that. I hope it's the same as the sizzle or simmer one even. That was very good. OG jerk chicken. Maybe. Yeah, okay, I think the rest is fine. So look at these ones. Oh, interesting. They all look different. They're different to the first week. You got butter chicken. Breakfasts. Okay, so this is the extras bit. Chocolate and coffee overnight oats. I wonder if it's better than the ones I make. Chocolate and coffee though. Ugh, gross. Let's try it. Bacon and scrambled eggs with roasted tomato. So this is actually the first time I've seen like a proper breakfast option, I think. Okay, so try one of these. Probably just gonna be pure sugar. Apple crumble oats. Let's go for it. All right, how many is that? Chicken chorizo egg cup. Bit curious. That'll do it. That'll do it. They've been cheeky here. So with the price, they've reduced it. So they've taken that out because breakfast's only £3.50 as opposed to the £4.55 or whatever it was. And so they've done the average per serving, so it seems cheaper, but there's little chorizo muffin things like this big. Okay, so that's the order done. I tend to cut this bit of the video out, the bit before where I'm entering my address and my bank account details for obvious reasons. But yeah, this is the selection, so it looks pretty good. So I'm liking that there's actually proper breakfast choices and it's not just brownies and stuff. Yeah, and it'd be good to try the overnight oats. Yeah. Curious to try the coffee in it. I reckon I don't have high hopes, but yeah. Okay, prep kitchen. This is gonna be a bit easier week because it means I don't need to cook. And I'm very curious to try this one because the adverts actually looked good. Okay, so here's the chocolate and coffee overnight oats. The packaging is so disappointing. So maple and pecan protein pancakes. Yeah, again, the chocolate and overnight oats. So grim. The rest of the meals do look quite good though. They do look appetizing. Bacon scrambled eggs does look good. Although, with the packaging, it's poor packaging. They kind of just bulk do it, everything just gets smashed around. Especially when I do this. So yeah, there we have it. Pretty quick to unpack, to be honest. There's nothing else to really show. Good morning. Okay, so 7 AM, looking to have breakfast. So you can have the overnight oats. Here's the packet which it comes with. And it's a bit like slop inside. And thing here, I don't know if this is a coffee bean or chocolate button or whatnot. But yeah, it doesn't look too appetizing in here. Just for comparison, so this is actually one I made yesterday. This is overnight oats. And so this is kind of a nice presentation for it, and it's not even hard to make. So yeah, so you got all your fruit up the top, and you got bananas and things, maple syrup. So this is how it can be nicely presented, as opposed to just slop in a thing. As for the taste, try it now. So it does say you can heat them, but overnight oats, the whole point is you leave it to soak overnight and then you can eat it cold. it's not possible to peel. It's a big flaw with the packaging for Prep Kitchen. So I just do this. I don't have the strength for it. Okay, so we'll get the knife again. So there's my very appetizing dollop of oats. It's pretty good, but overnight oats are pretty easy to make. You can make overnight oats yourself so easily. It's quite fun to play around with the recipes. Which I think for this alone, it's not really working in Prep Kitchen for. But it's definitely not bad, but yeah, the presentation is just dreadful. Okay, so I'm trying out a breakfast option I don't think I've seen in any of the prepped meal companies. So this is basically just a traditional sort of English breakfast, well at least half the ingredients. So you've got a bit of scrambled egg, a bit of bacon, a bit of roasted tomato. So yeah, it smells good. So just blasted it in the microwave. So you're gonna try take a bit. Okay, I think this is my fault for not getting a knife, but so it's not the best bacon and eggs I've ever had, but still you can't really go wrong with bacon and eggs. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm pleased they've got this as a breakfast choice, and it's better than their oats for sure. Okay, so we've got the maple and pecan protein pancakes. So I had a quick check of the nutritional information, and so there is that. It's about 450 calories, but yeah, it's 30 grams of protein, so it's actually pretty good. Because I was a bit skeptical, it's like pancakes for breakfast, but they do emphasize they are protein pancakes. Also, you're not supposed to heat them, but I did, so I don't really like the idea of cold pancakes. So then, oh god, let me get a knife. Okay, it tastes exactly how you'd expect. It's basically just like a dessert, but it's it is good. So yes, it's actually quite a good breakfast option. Since they are protein pancakes, and 30 grams of protein is quite a lot. So yeah, a winner, pretty good. I prefer the bacon and eggs, to be honest. But yeah, if you're someone who likes pancakes for breakfast, this is pretty good.
I had one of the Prep Kitchen things left over, and this one is the apple crumble, and actually a bit different. I've actually did it in the microwave, and it is seriously good. So yeah, it's a lot better than the chocolate and coffee overnight oats. So yeah, this is really good.
Okay, so trying the first meal from Prep Kitchen. So this one is Tuscan chicken and sun-dried ouzo. So I was trying this a bit before the camera, and it is just so difficult trying to peel this back. I'm not able to do it, and also it's really hot. So I've got the knife, and so I don't know if each one's going to be like this. So it's high protein, low calories, low fat. It's actually very decent. Yeah, it reminds me of those muscle building meals you get at gyms, like Third Space. So the vegetables are definitely a bit shriveled up. But yeah, the sauce is really good, and the chicken is proper chicken, not just processed crap. So yeah, it's good. It's a winner. Cool, so we got the pasta sausage ragu. So, yeah, same as always, I cannot open the seal. Okay, it tastes a lot better than it looks. Yeah, it's pretty yummy. Like 7 or 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Okay, so the trouble with these meals, or at least with the way I've ordered them, is because they're supposed to be weight loss and things, they're not very filling. So I'm pretty hungry, and actually snacked a bit before that last meal. But yeah, still hungry. So this one is sweet potato shepherd's pie. And yeah, I tried the plastic thing again, impossible. So yeah, didn't even bother filming it this time, just did it before I started the video. But okay, taster. That's really yummy. Yeah, I'd say like an 8 or a 9 actually. This is very good.
Okay, so just had the chicken tikka, now having the chicken chow mein, and it is just so good. Yeah, both winners, both really tasty. Yeah, the plastic lid,
you can't take it off without a knife. But yeah, very, very good. Highly recommend. So this one is beef masamam curry. So it smells amazing. It smells like sort of Malaysian sort of curry. Yeah, it's a bit like a chicken rendang or beef rendang. The packaging looks so budget and basic, but the taste of the food is always really good. So yeah, I can't recommend this at all. Again, like an 8 or something. Probably, 8 out of 10. Cool. So trying the buffalo chicken mac and cheese. So it's a bit like sort of Texas themed, I guess. Still looks quite healthy. You've got whole chunks of broccoli in here. I don't want to burn myself. Do that way too often with these cooking videos. Okay. That's very good. Oh, it's really hearty, really tasty. Oh yeah, this one's like a 9 out of 10. I think it's the best so far. Really, really yummy. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the nutrition and price breakdown for Prep Kitchen. So it's important to note, first of all, that when it comes to nutrition, it's heavily customizable depending on what you're after. So if you see on the screen here, here's a screenshot from from the page, the website, where you can choose either balanced meal or low carb, and so you can really pick what you're wanting. So you can have more calorie intense as well. So if you're trying to bulk up in the gym. So I don't like to delve too much into details about the nutrients itself. Just all I'll say for Prep Kitchen is that you can actually group it together. You don't have to pick each meals individually. You can just do a filter already at the beginning. Okay, let's have a look at the price now. So the discounts are quite generous with Prep Kitchen. So your first order, you got 35% off, and then you've got 20% off for your next 4 boxes, and then after that will just be no discount unless told otherwise. Yes, as far as I can tell, the delivery fees is just free each time. That there seemed to be nothing to indicate that this ever changes. So I think this is true. If not, it will just be very small like the others. It'll be between like £5 absolute most. So then we've got the meals. So I chose 10 meals, but you get it doesn't matter about the quantity of the meals you picked. Like I even went up to 100 just to see if there would be a big discount. But in terms of percentage, no, the percentage stays the same. But looking back at this, I noticed actually the balanced meals are a bit cheaper. They are about £4, whereas these ones are £4.55. And this is assuming with the 35% discount. So, okay, what do we have? So for what I had, it was £45.50 for the 10 meals, and this is with the discount. And then so per meal this is £4.55, and then the 5 breakfasts is £11.38, and then that's £2.28 per breakfast. So this is what you kind of get, and I haven't given a total just because it heavily depends on how much you're ordering. But that's the sort of that's what you can kind of see. So for me this week, what was it? It was 56. 88. Then next time, so it'd be about £5.60, and then it ends off about £7 per meal. So this is more or less the same as what Simmer was, and it's a hard one to call. So I guess it is a decent portion, but also I've got to bear in mind that I did actually get the lower carb, so it was going to be less filling anyway. And you can get it cheaper. So this would be £6.25 if I'd got the balanced meal. But I think it's all right. It's definitely awesome for trying at the beginning. And I think, whereas something like Simmer is just concentrated on just sort of Asian food, a lot of like curries and things. This was sort of different types of food. There's lots of like pasta dishes as well. So I think it's pretty reasonable in price, but it's definitely worth it with the discount. So here are my closing thoughts on Prep Kitchen, and just short answer, overall I was really impressed. I think it is one of the best meal prep companies I've seen, if not perhaps the best, where for the variety where they just give you the pre-made meals. Just things are really good. So the meals are generally very tasty. You don't really feel like you're surviving off them, because I have had this before with some other meal prep companies where the food is just nutritionally it's good and it tastes okay, but it's just like this actually it did taste pretty good. A lot of the meals were actually really, really yummy, and so that was really good. I think price wise as well, especially at the beginning of the discounts, it's pretty good, and the portions Yeah, it's not too bad. Like I had the low carbs one, and so I think that's why it didn't feel as filling. So yeah, I would have to try like what they call it, the balanced meal, to see if it is any different. But yeah, perhaps that's a small flaw actually. But as I say, I think that could just be me being hungry and not necessarily wanting to lose weight, but then ordering this weight loss version. The biggest negative I had with it was the packaging, and so I mentioned it multiple times during this video, but it just seems like no one's really checked this from their side. So I tried it multiple times with the packages just to open it up, and it is really difficult. And so, you know, you can do it when you're at home. You know, you just get a kitchen knife. But if you're bringing it to work, unless your work has got some sort of sharp object you can use to pierce the film, it means you're going to be carrying a knife around with you, which is highly impractical. So yeah, so it loses points there, and also the presentation. It's just they can kind of get away with it from trying to be like some like boys, like athlete muscle, like no shit sort of branding type thing. But you know, you get your overripe notes, and it's like sort of brown slosh, and it's just in this case which, you know, is way too big for it, and it's just sloshing around, and it just looks disgusting. Like, the taste is good, but I think they need to up their packaging. Then the breakfast options were quite good as well. I did like that they do have some variety in it. I do actually sort of discredit some meal prep companies when they don't actually have a decent breakfast option, or it's just a bit like half-assed sort of choice. Yeah, like the waffle with like lots of jam on it, or something which is just not healthy. So, you know, they let you choose the protein pancakes, but from what I recall, they were quite healthy, and yeah, it worked well. So I don't know. But yeah, so overall, it was a pretty good one, and I highly recommend to try, especially at the beginning with the discount. You got 35% off, and if you do want to use the discounts, if you do want to give this a try, please use this reference code up here, because I believe that will give you actually a bit of extra off, and it will, you know, help me out. I sort of get some discount as well, or if I choose to order from them again. So yeah, thanks very much. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more of this type of content where I sort of review meal prep companies, or some other videos I'm going to do soon, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel and sort of gives me motivation to do more. So yeah, thanks very much for watching.